and welcome to Delta Blues Mondays. This is Lick 21 and we're looking at Son House, who was really quite famous for using the bottleneck slide, and I just happen to suck at bottleneck slide. So I can't really do Son House justice in all honesty, but I do love the lines that he comes up with his slide. And I am also not that good at doing auto-tunings. You might have kind of noticed that I like to work out why things work on the guitar, not just play them. So whenever I go into weird tunings, I'm instantly lost, so I don't bother really. So this is the Dry Spell Blues, so Google that and listen to Son House, recorded in 1930. It's amazing. He does it in DGDGBD, which is open G tuning, and I believe he puts a capo on the 3rd fret, meaning that he's playing in B flat. Now, I've worked it out in standard tuning, so just the usual E-A-D-G-B-E, and then I've put the capo on the 1st fret to play in B flat. So you can play along with Son House if you want to, with the capo on the 1st fret. So what I'm going to do is take the capo off, because I want to teach you guys without the capo, so we can talk about which fret we're using rather than thinking about the capo all the time and where your fingers are. So the first kind of line, which is this beautiful slide, comes from a shape which you already know. It's the A major, and you're basically using the top 2 registers of the A major, so the B string and the E string, and you're taking that shape, pretending that your first finger is a nut essentially, and you're moving it all the way across to the 3rd fret. So your first finger is on the 3rd fret E string, and your 3rd finger is on the 5th fret B string. That plays essentially the 7th of an A7 and the 5th of an A7. So that's our starting position. We're going to take that and we're going to slide all the way up to essentially the 12th and the 14th fret on those strings, and we're going to play the 5th again, but this time that will be played by the 1st finger, and the 3rd of the chords, which is then be played by the 3rd finger. So you're going from the 7th and the 5th to the 5th and the 3rd, and that's what's really kind of bluesy and cool, is moving between those chord tones. So that's the first thing we do. So we're sliding up, we're doing 2 hits once we get there. We're switching over to the 2nd finger on the 14th fret B string, and we're sliding down to the 10th fret. So we go in like so. And then we're going to slide again to the 5th fret. Then we're going to get our 1st finger and play the 5th fret G string, and give it a subtle bend to make it into kind of a half a majory, half a minory sound. And then down to the A, which is on the 7th fret D string. So we go like that. Play the wrong note then. Like that. Now, what's interesting about this intro verse is he just kind of dicks about with it throughout the whole song, is he has this E, A, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, dum, dum, bum, 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 bum. So you go in this sort of on the and of 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, no hands. So we go in just E string, A string on B and a 4, and then it lands on the 1. A lands on the 1. So that kind of happens, it preempts like that. So you kind of, when you get to the A, you're also hitting an E to ready to then go to the A of the 2nd bar. It's a bit strange, but he does do it. So just kind of play around with that a little bit. Then we're going to go to that shape again. This time it's going to be on the 5th fret and the 7th fret. And this time we're just going to play 3 of those. And always give it a bit of vibrato with blues. Just give it a wiggle, as I like to say. And then we're going to play that phrase again. But this time we're starting on the and of 3, and we're going to play an A5 essentially. So it's basically from the A chord from the start. And you're just going to play the A, the D and the G string together. And go back to the E. So the second bar sounds like this: 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and. Yeah. Like so. When you put those 2 bars together, it sounds like this: 3, 4. Quite tricky sometimes, and so be careful with that. As you can see, I'm still kind of finding my feet with this one. I've only just transcribed it. So the final phrase, you go up to the 12th fret, slide up from wherever you like, really, it doesn't matter. So you get this. This little line. So you're sliding up on the 12th fret on the E string, you go down to the 8th fret, and then you're bending up on the 9th fret. So you're kind of bending up to the 9th fret, sorry. So you're kind of bending up to the 9th-ish. Again, it's using that minor major thing. Then you're going down to the A, which is on the 10th fret B string, down to the 7th fret A, B string, which is going to be an F sharp, and then back to the E on the G string, 9th fret. Oh. And then all the while, I've just added a bass, really, just an A, just to kind of keep the pulse going. Yeah, and then we finish with an A7 chord. So that's like an A7 chord, like an E shape, with the little pinky out, except for I've just taken the top sort of middle 4 strings, I guess, or bottom 4 strings. So you get this in total: 3, 4. Should we get a bit faster? And there we have it. So that's Son House's verse. He kind of uses it all over, really. Verses, choruses, whatever you want to call it, for the dry spell blues. Check out his version because it's obviously much better than mine. But I hope you've enjoyed that, guys. Free tab and score as always down there. Please subscribe to this channel. Please hit the notification bell, and then hopefully I'll see you next week. Cheers. Thank you.